What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. How's it going, everyone? Thank you for joining me. As you know, I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, and this is a series where I give you bullet point reasons as to why myself, 20-Sided Warriors, my wife, or partner Tom Rulo enjoy about a particular game. What gets us excited when we know that it's going to be hitting that table. And I want to talk to you about 3 Dragon Ante. You don't know 3 Dragon Ante? Well, you like poker? Maybe you do. You like rummy? How about hearts? Because this is a Dungeons and Dragons card game that pulls from all 3 of those classic playing card table games and does it by wrapping it all up in a Dungeons and Dragons blanket for you. And I think that even for someone like me, I'm not a fan, never have been a fan of playing poker or rummy or hearts, or really any of the go-to, I don't know what you want to call it, maybe classic kind of poker deck style games. I've never been a big fan of them. Never quite got them, never understood them, never... You know what I think it is? It's not that I never got them, never cared for them. Oh no, I mean, that's it. It's never that I never got them. I just didn't care for them. Nothing about the game. But you wrap it up. I think this is the important part of what I'm saying here. You wrap that up nicely and pack it in a Dungeons and Dragons package. Then you got my attention. Because that's what happened with this game. Just a classic mix. Well, a mix of classic rules and the modern updated Dungeons and Dragons gaming and way of thinking, too. I think I want to add in on that. Now, they did expand upon this. I mean, this isn't an ever-growing system in any way, but they do have an expansion, the Emperor's Gambit. And this is a kind of expansion that can be played alone, solo, just by itself, or can be actually added in to the core game itself, quite literally expanding it. I think it's optional. I think Emperor's Gambit is optional. To me, it doesn't necessarily feel like something that maybe was part of the core game and got pulled out to be an expansion later down the road. Sometimes I get that feeling. This time, no. It comes across as just a part 2 or and this kind of feeling. And it works. It does. I'm not taking anything away by saying that at all. It works. Do I think it's a must? No. If you enjoy the game, you might want to look into it, though. The components in the game are fine. There's nothing wrong with them at all. But what and I know I normally, if that's the feeling, I don't know why bother saying that, right? The reason I'm saying that is because there is one thing I do like. This uses larger cards, which I'm generally not always a fan of because they don't fit and feel right in your hand all the time. And I got fairly big hands. But this uses the larger tarot-sized cards for the game, and for this it works. I don't mind it. I kind of like it more than just neutral, not minding it. I do kind of like it a little bit. Maybe because it gives extra space on the card for like art or something. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it, but it appeals to me. And ultimately, isn't that really all that it comes down to? Is whether it appeals to you, even if you can't just put your finger on it. Now, the game does often play short enough. I mean, I can very easily see D&D players in general, because I know it's happened here. I can see D&D players in general. This You know what I'm talking about, players. The DMs. Players, step out of the room for a second. Slam. They didn't leave, did they? No, I didn't think so. DMs, we all know we have the players that show up late. Oh, I don't mean, hey, sometimes a bus is late or traffic. No, I mean consistently. Every time. Kind of individual you want to tell a half hour early, right? Well, this will be a good opener game. It's a little long to be a filler, just barely, I guess, yes, but I want to call this an opener game because this is a good game to throw down on the table while you're waiting for D&D buddies to show up. It'll be a quick enough play that will keep your mind, keep your head in D&D. And whenever you have a filler game before a main game day, I personally like it to generally be the same genre because of that reason I just said. Because it will keep the vibe straight in your head. It'll keep the feelings, the emotion, it just works. It just works. Maybe it's my OCD, I don't know, but that's the way I work it out. Now, this game is good for families. Maybe not the younger kids. Maybe the tweens to start them off with. But you know your kids. I don't know them. You know your kids. You can figure that out yourself, whether you think it's good for them. But it is overall good for a family, I think. Even if the kids aren't too young. I think this could be a good family game night challenge thing for families that like Dungeons and Dragons, that are into D&D, Pathfinder, and those kind of things. This will give you that feeling without having to break out 20 books and reams of character sheets and a bag full of dice. So heavy it's a sandbag. You should enjoy this. But listen, my regulars know where I'm going here now. You know this. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to any floating head or disembodied voice here on YouTube that's telling you their opinion. Because honestly, you don't know if any of us, and I'm not saying some have, I'm just saying you don't know if anyone's been, bribed or bought, gifted to say a certain thing about a certain product. But you can get a more honest feeling, my friends, from watching playthroughs. You watch a playthrough of a game, and it should give you a fairly good idea whether that's something that your family, your friends, your gaming buddies, you are going to enjoy once it gets down and hits that table. So I suggest paying attention to more playthrough videos and less time wondering about what some, like I said, floating head or disembodied voice is trying to tell you. Go. Get some more information, watch some playthroughs of 3 Dragon Ante, and come back here, leave a comment, and let us know what you think.